All right, it is 6:38 here, Big 550 KTRS. I'm going to check in with Scott Carothers here in mere moments. And then, Kelly Jackson, the Census Bureau has released a really interesting study.
What?
And what they have done is, we're going to talk about this in about 12 minutes. What they've done is they have released a study on the changing economics and demographics of young people. From 1975 to 2016. So the way they live, the way they work, the way they play, their all of that. So it is amazing what young people were doing in 1975 as opposed to what young people were doing in 2016. So we'll talk about that coming up here in just a couple minutes. Some fascinating study at what one generation did and what the other generation is doing. In terms of home and marriage and schooling and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
6:38 here, Big 550 KTRS. Scott Carothers with Steve Nicholas joins us. Good morning, Scott Carothers.
Good morning, McGraw.
All right, so yesterday, a bit of a downer. What happened?
Right. Yesterday, the Dow lost 119 points. We closed at 20,405. We started off up on strong earnings, but gave way as oil prices fell and government bonds increased. IBM accounted for almost half the loss after reporting their 20th consecutive quarter of lower revenue. Oil lost almost 4% and closed at 50.44 on a big build in inventory.
All right, that is what happened yesterday. What's this company, CSX?
CSX Railroad. CSX reported a 9.6% rise in revenue to $2.87 billion, helped by rising coal shipments. This was their first quarter under new CEO Hunter Harrison, a 50-year railroad veteran. He plans to change the way trains are sorted and shipped to make them more cost-effective. Earnings for CSX came in at $362 million, or 59 cents a share.
All right. What about oil that's been fluctuating quite a bit over the last couple of weeks?
It really has. Oil has been trading between $50 and $55 a barrel for the past 4 months. That's the tightest range in over 14 years. This is due to OPEC cutting production and the U.S. increasing production and almost static demand. While the price is a little higher than what most would like to pay, it's sure better than the big swings that we saw several years ago.
It's amazing how there's no disconnect between the price of a barrel and the price at the pump, because I've seen everywhere from $2.17 to 189 the last couple of weeks.
That's kind of crazy how that works.
Yeah. All right, that's oil. What about BlackRock?
Now, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, got even bigger. They now manage $5.42 trillion after strong inflows this quarter. Most of the inflows are going into ETFs, not mutual funds. BlackRock had a 7.6% increase in revenue to $2.82 billion, and they made a profit of $862 million, or about $5.23 a share.
There you go. All right, markets today, any chance of a rebound?
Yeah, look, right now the Dow looks up 45 points. We get over 100 earnings reports today, so we'll see how those things turn out and how they move the markets.
Scott Carothers with Steve Nicholas. Have yourself a good day. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Sounds great. Thanks,
6:41.